In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the custom branded scheduler in Hello Bonsai. Bonsai is one of my favorite client management systems. I have a whole playlist on different features with them. And if you are interested in signing up with them, use my link to get all the latest discounts. The scheduler is super cool because you can do a little custom branding, you can hook up a bunch of different types of calendars, and you can use all these advanced features to make sure that no one's scheduling things to, without enough notice for you, or make sure they're paying for certain calls if they need to, make sure your calls all are connected to your Zoom account or your Microsoft account, etc. So Bonsai kind of connects just all of those things, and then also brings all the people who schedule meetings with you into Bonsai so you can use all the other wonderful features already here. So let me show you how you can set up a branded booking page just like this to show all of your availability and work in conjunction with all the other features in Bonsai. So on your Bonsai dashboard, you'll go into scheduling and you'll click get started, and you can select any of these different types of calendars. I'm going to use my Google Calendar to connect, and it's just really easy to link your account using Chronify. Just follow all these prompts. Assume they're not going to steal any crazy stuff from me. Give them permission to name my firstborn, etc. And then our scheduling is basically set up. So from here, you can set up different event types such as a client consult, a review, a coaching call, whatever kind of event you want to set up. You could even do like mini sessions or a workshop that requires specific scheduling time. So we'll do our new event type, and we'll just say consultation. And I like to put my business name here because the way it's going to show up to the client is going to have my business name in there, and that's helpful to them. So we'll do this as a video conference on Zoom, and then we can actually connect our Zoom account directly through here. We'll use Google Meet here because our Google account is already connected to this calendar, but it's really easy to do that with Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or you can set up some other ones manually. This consult will always be 30 minutes, and then you can also require payment to book the event, which is great because you can share these publicly. So this would be, for instance, if you're a photographer and you're doing mini sessions, you have to require that they pay in order to come to the mini session. So we'll be able to require that payment. I'm not going to require payment for my consultation calls, but it's absolutely reasonable for you to be able to do that. So here to do that, you just put in your amount and your tax, and then you can set up your online payments, which I don't have set up on this demo account. And then you can set a custom link. I absolutely love this because it's just so easy to remember everything. So you could just make this like consult really easy to remember. A key that I like to use is if you're going to be sending this out a lot, create a little shortcut on your phone. So when you type in like consult link, it automatically puts this link in, and someone can always click on that. And that just makes it really easy to send that on the go via like a DM or a text message. And then let's say consult call to discuss stationery needs XOXO. And then you can decide whether you want that confirmation email or not. Okay, next we'll set up our availability, and I love that you can have multiple calendars because you can check your availability on all of them. So I want to basically block off, make anything white where I'm not available for these consultation calls. So say that I don't want to do any consultations before 10 a.m. and I also don't want to do any after 3 o'clock. I will just exit all of these, a little bit of clicking, and they're set to 30 minutes because that is the amount of time I selected for this particular appointment. And then say, every Tuesday at 11, I have a meeting with my assistant, so I want to make sure that time is blocked off, and every Friday I, cut out after 1 and don't want to meet. So I can just set all of that availability and save it and continue. And then we can set some more advanced settings as far as like how far in advance they can do this, how far in advance they can't set anyone. So you don't wake up one morning and all of a sudden have a consult call that you didn't know about. I'm going to say definitely 12 hours because if they do it for 10 o'clock in the morning, I would want to know at least, I'm even going to say 14 hours because I don't want to know that at 10 p.m. I want to know it a little bit before I go to bed so I know what to expect in the morning. And then buffer time is going to be how much, like if you already have an appointment before or after, they won't be able to book like 10 o'clock and then someone else can book 10:30. And then I love this feature so much that you can just put in an additional question here. I think it's only one question, and you can require it if you want, but it's really helpful just to allow them to provide some more info, or if you need their phone number because it's a phone call, if you need their time zone or anything, just to make sure before you start this event, if you need their website because you're going to talk about their website or their wedding date or whatever it is, you can just put that in there. So I find that really helpful. And then we can set up all of our different reminders. I'm only going to set one right now. And then our branding will be basically our standard, which is what you set up in your brand settings, or you can choose any of these. Like sunrise is great for me because yellow is part of my branding. And then you can always do a custom theme, of course, one of my favorite things about Hello Bonsai. And then you can add a custom profile image. It has to be square, so I'm just going to add this one because it's one of my only square ones that I have. And then you typically want to keep this disabled, but if you enable it, it will just say it's powered by Bonsai, but I don't think there's any reason most of us would want that. So we finished it. And what I love about this is you get a special booking link for each type of event. But if I look at this, we're going to see that picture. We're going to see the colors I uploaded. We're going to see all the dates that I'm available. And then the different times. And as a reminder, like I cut out early on Friday, so there's fewer times there. And if someone changes the time zone because they're in Honolulu, it's going to show it in their time. Now I went ahead and scheduled a meeting with myself from one of my other emails just to show you what that looks like. So it's going to send an invitation to the client's email address, and then we also will see those events pull in here in our scheduling section. You'll see, okay, on Tuesday, Laney did this. And then when they fill in that information, it's automatically going to add them as a client. So we have Laney and we have that email that I used. We'll automatically go ahead and add them in as clients. So then anything we do in this consultation call, it's just really easy for me to create a project for them in Bonsai. Then you can create different event types. So if you have an hour-long type of event, if you have something that's a phone call versus a Zoom, etc., you can make all of those different event types and send people the correct one or embed it on your page. So if you want to share something, you can just click copy link, of course, or you can click share, and then you'll get this embed code and also a public link that you can use for that type of call. So overall, this is a super helpful tool in Bonsai for scheduling different types of events. It's just going to streamline all your scheduling. You can have different calendars connected so that you can use more than one calendar. You have different types of events so that people can schedule based on their needs. And I love that you can set the availability. So no one is going to schedule something, in an hour without you knowing about it. And no one's going to schedule something on a day that you're not available. It's just really helpful when you are trying to create a bunch of different types of events with your clients. And I love that you also have that option for them to pay for the event. So you can schedule like coaching calls and things that actually cost money. And it's only one step for the client to go through and pay, schedule the appointment, and then they'll get all the reminders and have it booked on their calendar. If you're new to Bonsai, I hope you'll use the link in the description of this video, which will get you the latest discounts with them. And I'm super excited that you joined me to learn about scheduling with Bonsai. Let me know what other features you want me to explore and share with you. And if you had to watch one more video on Bonsai, I would definitely recommend the invoices, payments, bookkeeping one, because the finance situation in Bonsai is just so good. So watch that video next and the full playlist all on Hello Bonsai. Thanks for watching.